was great, you guys. Who'd have known you could keep erasing on new things in those old books. I'm going to read a poem, an older poem that's about silence, and then read from a new long poem, but just excerpts, a few excerpts. Sixth Circle. This is my latest recording. It is the sound of a man and a woman not speaking. The beauty of this silence lies in what you can hear when you turn up the volume. I have tried many times to capture this version of nothing, but women are few when one lives in this manner. Continual tears are the object. The reading of books is forbidden. Assuming an upright position is strictly forbidden. One's meals are hauled up in a bucket, which can be used afterwards as a latrine and sent down again. In this manner, one's needs are satisfied. By pointing or performing simple gestures, it is possible to communicate everything necessary to carry on living. A finger upraised is the firmament. The hand extended palm forward means blessing or stop. I've been reading about those monks who take a vow of silence. Things got out of hand from there. So the last few years I've been erasing language from the memoirs of Kurt Waldheim. Waldheim was the Secretary General of the United Nations during the 70s and very early 80s, and would have kind of receded into obscurity like most Secretary Generals of the United Nations after their tenure, except for the fact that several prominent Holocaust researchers accused him of complicity in war crimes committed during the Second World War when he served as an intelligence officer in the German army. This is a figure who never really spoken in any kind of meaningful way about what happened during those war years. The irony of the kind of spokesperson for humanity carrying that kind of silence within him was only compounded by the fact that I learned later that his voice is currently on board the Voyager spacecraft, traveling into deep space, bearing greetings from humanity to whoever should find it. So I'll read. I actually spent far too much time with Waldheim and ended up erasing his memoirs 3 times, not just once. And each time found a very different poem inside of his account of the world, of peace on Earth. It was a book about peace on Earth. The first version took the form of a series of propositions about the world. I'll read just a few of these, few pages of these propositions. The world is the world. To deny it is to break with reason. Nevertheless, it would be reasonable to question the affair. The speaker studies the world to determine the extent of his own troubles. He studies the night overhead. He says, therefore. He says, venerable art. To believe in the world, a person has to quiet thinking. The dead do not cease in the grave. The world is water falling on a stone. Is. There is no distinction between ideology and image. 1. He records his name on a gold medallion. 2. The philosopher must say is. The world is legion. The self is a suffering form. Is. Waves rise and fall, but the sea remains. War is. War is the failure of form. Thus sink each day's dead softly in the hearth. The world, he said. Gravely, he said. Some suffer within flagrant circles. Some take refuge in the avenues of the cross. He was seeking an interpretation of arms and the man that would not further legitimize the regime. Autumn was in pieces all across America. Death surely lives in a mobile home. One, he is fashioned in the assembly of his book. 1. Kurt Waldheim is a formal negotiation. 1. A collective music circles history. 1. The world is the largest picture in the world. 1. Of the individual, only a number remains. This is the last page. Death is a little door in the world. The star systems pace in perception. When playing chess, one studies the nature of systems. Process. Blind process. Everybody watches the wheel as it turns. The world is a world. Overcome all emotion. Wherever possible, alleviate the misery of others. There is nothing in victory. The silent alone lie united.